How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. Okay, so today's game is actually based on something that I'm very fond of from my childhood. Unfortunately, this game is far from as good as that thing from my childhood, which is very disappointing because there's a lot of potential there. It's from 1989, and it's published by the company that handled the movies based on this character, Toho. That should already tell you what it is. Today's game is Godzilla, Monster of Monsters. Okay, so this game is possibly the most disappointing thing that I've ever played on the Nintendo Entertainment System, especially after playing Rampage. Because while Rampage featured a couple of big monsters, this Godzilla Monster of Monsters stars the giant monster. And it's just such a disappointing title. As far as story goes, it's brilliantly absurd. Basically, Neptune and Pluto switch places in the solar system, and Planet X appears. The inhabitants of Planet X decide they want to take over Earth, and so they launch an invasion using several iconic monsters from Godzilla's movies. Including but not limited to Gigan, Mechagodzilla, and Ghidorah, among others. So the Earth, in an effort to launch a counterattack, somehow Godzilla decides to team up with Mothra and any other Earth's military to fight off these monsters. And what we end up with is just an amazing exhibition in a broken game. Not as broken as, say, Karate Kid or Dragon's Lair on the NES, but pretty broken. Essentially, this is a side-scrolling game where Godzilla or Mothra, depending on which one you control, move about a map that's set up like a chessboard in this weird hexagonal grid thing. And you go to these different single screen or so scrolling areas. You walk through them, destroy a bunch of enemies, keep going, advance on the map. It's really not an impressive map system at all. When you run into other monsters, you'll fight them on a one-on-one level, and once you've defeated them, you move on. It's really not all that remarkable. And the music, when you play through about 5 or 6 levels and the same music is playing through each level, it becomes the most agonizing thing ever. I actually turn my TV down when I'm playing through Godzilla because the music is on a constant loop. For some reason though, Godzilla 2 on the NES and its Super Nintendo counterpart, Super Godzilla, are both incredibly rare games, and they're worth a pretty penny to resellers. I don't understand why they're terrible games, but I guess rarity trumps quality when it comes to collectors. Honestly, the only reason I have a copy of Godzilla is because it was in a lot that had Heavy Barrel, A Boy and His Blob, Little League Baseball, Dragon Warrior, and Rampage in it. This was the odd game out. I can't recommend Godzilla Monster of Monsters to anyone, not even fans of the classic Godzilla movies. I can't. This game is about as bad as that Godzilla movie that came out in like 1998 with Matthew Broderick. It's terrible. Don't do this. Don't do this to yourself. Please, I beg you. This has been 8-Bit Animal. I will catch you beautiful people tomorrow.